Hello, this is Lisa Shea, and this is part of the Working From Home video seminar. This is section 2, which talks about different kinds of ideas of things you can do working from home. I actually have an entire seminar dedicated to this topic, but this is a brief summary of different kinds of ideas to get your brain cells going. So let's start by making some lists. Get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, or you can do this on your computer if you want. Two separate lists. The first list is things that you are currently good at doing. So you could be really good at doing finances, or maybe you're great at cooking, maybe you're great at playing video games, or mowing the lawn. Whatever these skills are that you have, make a list of them. Think of upstairs and downstairs, inside and out, with pets or with family, any sorts of skills you have that you are very good at, because these are ways that you can make money right now while you're building up skills into things you love. The second list you want to make is the things that you want to do, the things that you really love if you're not very skilled at them yet. So this might be quilting if you've always wanted to do quilting and think that would be a great thing to do. Maybe you love doing soap making and candle making and you aren't very good at it yet, but it's something that you would really enjoy. The key long term in working from home and being happy is to find something that you really enjoy doing. Then it doesn't become work anymore that you're doing. It becomes your thing that you love to do, and you happen to get paid money to do it too. So this, of course, is the ideal world to try to get into. The first type of area that we talk about is artistic skills. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, but I'm not great at drawing, or I'm not great at painting. The key here is that you get better by practice. And if it's something you really enjoy doing, then you'll have fun practicing, and then as you get better, you'll learn more skills, and you'll be able to charge more for what you do. So these are all different friends of mine who work from home. DianaBlake.net in the top left, she does paintings. Jean Daigle in the top right has a collection.com, and she does soaps and lotions. In the bottom left is Chris Franchetti at ChettyDesigns.com, and she makes gorgeous jewelry. And then the bottom right is GardnerDesign.com, and she makes graphic designs and logos and websites. So let's just talk about, for example, the soap making. Now, Jean makes all sorts of really complicated soaps with great fragrances, and she's extremely good at making complicated things. But let's say you just wanted to start easy. If you take a look at the soaps in the picture, these are just little rose soaps made out of mold. So all you do is mix up your soap mix, pour it into some rose mold, and wait for it to dry, and then pop them out, and you've got yourself a bunch of roses. And you could sell those for weddings or parties or other kinds of events, and people would love them. So if you started very simple with just pink color and maybe a rose fragrance, you could make a lot of little rose soaps. And as you started getting your business growing, then you could add more different shapes and more colors and more fragrances and so on. The same, of course, is true for jewelry or anything else here that you would like to do. So don't worry about not being artistic enough to start with. You can always grow your skill as you go. Let's think about practical skills like house cleaning or gardening or you might think to yourself, well, why would someone pay me to garden? Gardening is a ton of fun. You can be out with the flowers, you can be out in nature, but some people don't like being outside. Maybe they have allergies, or maybe they're disabled and they can't get out and work on it, but they would really love to have a beautiful garden to look at. They would gladly pay you to go out do the things that you love to do, and they get to reap the benefits of having the nice. Or if you love making a house clean and making everything nice and shiny, someone would love to pay you to come in and clean their house so that they get the benefit of the nice shiny house, and you get the benefit of doing something they really love. Lynn Chapman is our hair editor at Bella Online, and these are her hair care products. So she gets great fun making people look really pretty in their hair, and then she gets to sell them hair care products to help make sure that they can have healthy hair when they get home again. In the area of nutrition and health, many people are learning just how important health and nutrition are, and they want to become more healthy, but they're not sure how to do it. I know many people who would love to eat more healthily, but who hate to cook. So if you were a personal chef and just stopped by once a week and dropped off a bunch of food for their freezer, and all they had to do was microwave it, they would be very happy to pay you to have their nice fresh food and foods that they like to eat. The same thing for exercise or nutrition. People would really want to exercise, but might not know what exercises are best for their body or for their needs, and they might want to have much better nutrition, but aren't sure how to choose the different nutritional supplements. So for example, Monica is our exercise editor, and she's made ebooks on different topics. So this picture is an ebook for brides, and this helps brides learn how to get in shape with the special needs that they have, which is usually a time crunch and a too skinny dress. This next area is labeled education, but it's not just for kids. Everyone likes to learn new things and to read about things that they're interested in expanding their skill set on. So there's all sorts of different ways that you could help educate people. You could do freelance writing. You could write for the internet websites. You could write for newspapers or magazines. There's all sorts of different places that are looking for articles. You could do tutoring, either for kids or adults. A lot of adults will pay to learn a new skill and are quite happy to have you come by their house or to learn on the web or to do it by phone. You could use this to come in and learn the type of things that you do, and you can help them learn how to do the things as well. You could teach people a second language. If you know another language, people would be interested in learning that. If you're good at doing personal finances, there are a ton of people who would really love to learn how to balance and how to handle credit cards and all those other sorts of things. So think about the skills you have and if it could be used in a one-on-one or on a one-on-many, like from a book or an article situation, to help other people learn those skills. Hobbies are a big area. A lot of people have hobbies and are very interested in getting help with their hobbies or learning more about their hobby area. So for example, I have parakeets. As you can tell sometimes in these talks, they warble in the background. And because I write about parakeets and I have a large forum where I help people learn about their parakeets, I deduct any parakeet purchases I make towards my parakeet work. I write about wine because I love drinking wine, so that way I can write about it and buy wine bottles and tax deduct the wine cruises I go on or vineyard visits that I go on. So all of these are hobbies that I have and that I'm now able to earn money by working from home and writing about it, and you buy me from the direct purchase of the articles that you write, and also from you're saving money from the tax deductions that you're getting to do because of them. So once you've got these lists that you've put together of all the different things that you're interested in doing, it's time to prioritize it, because we all have myriads of interests and all sorts of things that we could do, but we all only have 24 hours in a day, and we have to choose the things that we want to spend those 24 hours on. Every human being has 24 hours, and each of us has to make those kinds of choices. So let's say, for example, that you really love parakeets, and you had this idea that you could have local parakeet groups and local parakeet conventions. Well, if you're in a really small area, there might not be enough people around you to do local parakeet, but you could write a parakeet ebook and sell a lot of those to people all around the world to help them learn about parakeets. So you need to look at your list and then look at what your realistic options are currently, and you can start working on something, and you can always expand it as you get further along in your quest. So the summary here is to start with the lists. Start by working through all the different kinds of things that you could do and that you want to do. And hopefully the brainstorming has helped you think about all sorts of different kinds of options. And like I said, there is a full set of seminars that I have later that go detailed by step through all of them, so that you can really get all sorts of different options in your brain. But the key is to choose a couple that both will start by helping you make money right now, and also something that you would really, really love to do. And the aim is to segue into it so that at some point you are really doing the things that you love to do and no longer doing the things that you had skills in but you're no longer interested in doing. This might seem like a minor part of your process, but really this is one of the most important things you can do well. If you have a skill that you're not really that interested in and you plow forward just because it's something that you're good at, then you could be miserable for the rest of your working at home environment, and that's not the point of doing all of this at all. You want to choose something that you really enjoy doing, that really makes you happy, that fulfills your values, that makes you feel good about yourself. So really sit down and put a lot of thought into this and spend a couple days or a couple weeks at this and talk to family and friends. Find an area that you'll be really happy in doing and will help you find a way to make it work financially for yourself. Visit lisashea.com for more information on this topic, and be sure to watch the other parts of the video series so that you get all the information I've got for you. Thank you very much.